Hi, this is Lesego Mnguni, a Boston Media House student who's living at Deep Kloof, Soweto Township, and I'll be interviewing him about the GNU. Hi, Lesego, how are you?
Fine, thanks, and yourself?
I'm good. So, what do you understand by the term government of national unity?
Government national unity is when um, different political parties come together to help run the country.
Oh, okay. And why was it important for it to be formed after South Africa became democracy in 1994?
I think um, after 1994, they wanted to bring in unity and equality within South Africa, within South Africans.
So, in your own opinion, how has the government of national unity performed since democracy was established?
I think it hasn't performed well, as there's still a big gap between the rich of the rich and the poorest of the poorest. And with that, we can't say that there's been equality and unity within the citizens, because there's still people that live in shacks and others live in mansions in the same economy. So
Oh, and how does that make you feel about the way in which the GNU is handling matters concerning equality for all and fairness within citizens?
I think I think what they're doing is poor. Their actions have been poor due to the fact that um, as people, some people still have to get up in the morning and catch a taxi just to get to where they work. In which way at work they're being exploited for what they're doing.
Do you think the GNU has helped bring peace and unity to the country after apartheid?
No, due to the fact that some kids had to fight and protest for the fees must fall group, for the fees must fall in general. And some of those kids are still in prison today and are unable to get funding for their schools.
Yeah, and some people have been saying that the GNU has not done enough to improve people's lives. Do you agree?
Yes, I agree. Like I said previously, some people are still living in shacks and, very harsh conditions in South Africa, where as if you can walk down the road, you'll find someone that's living in a mansion, you know.
And how does that make you feel as a South African citizen?
No, I don't feel well about it, because a lot of people still pay for tax, and those people haven't seen what their tax does for them. So I think for me, it doesn't sit well with me, and I'm very disappointed with the GNU for that.
How do ordinary South Africans view the performance of the GNU today?
I think they think it's poor, and they don't quite understand what's the holdup, or what's the change, what's the problem, due to the fact that as a resident of Deep Kloof, I've come to Sainton for many times, and I realize that we in the impoverished areas and townships experience load shedding and water shedding, whereas where I work, they've never even heard of that or experienced it.
Very sad, hey? And looking at the South African parliamentary proceedings and discussions today, do you think the GNU has succeeded in reducing political division and promoting inclusivity?
No, no,
Why?
due to the fact that for what they're doing, they're setting a bad example to the kids of today, and many of them don't even know how to act in schools or respond to like an elderly, which is why kids these days think it's a good thing to say no to teachers and beat them up.
In your own opinion, how can the GNU promote unity and reconciliation in South Africa?
I think that they should come together and form like a consensus, where they say, "Good, they want to deal with this and start with that problem, fix that problem." Because when they come together, they form a big group of people where they can each be held accountable for their jobs. And I think that as South Africans, we should hold them accountable for not standing up to what they say they're going to do.
In your own view, um, or if you were part of the GNU, what changes or improvements will you suggest? And how do you think the government of national unity can rebuild a public trust and strengthen unity in the country?
Um, let me start off with how they can rebuild their trust in the community.
Yeah.
I think it's by them having to be held accountable, as I said previously, by now we can start alone.
Please.
Be held responsible by the people, and I feel like they should at least bring people from different areas of the country. So not just the people at the top, but people from the townships and people from the rural area to speak for the people in the townships and rural areas in order for them to move forward in life, to help them move forward in life. And then
improvements, right?
Yes,
that's improvement on its own.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Lesego, for your time.
Appreciate you.